Manama, the bustling capital of Bahrain, might seem like a modern playground of glass towers and endless commerce. But beneath its surface lies a story of resilience that few travelers ever hear. This city, sitting at the crossroads of empires and trade for centuries, has endured waves of tragedy and triumph, shaping it into the economic and cultural heart of the island nation. To truly understand Manama, you must peel back its glossy exterior and dive deep into its history, where each hardship forged a stronger, more vibrant city. Manama's roots stretch back over 1,000 years, with references to the settlement appearing in Islamic texts as early as the 14th century. But its true rise began under Portuguese rule in the 16th century, when Bahrain became a key stop along Gulf trade routes. Yet with opportunity came conquest and destruction. In 1602, the city faced one of its earliest tragedies when Portuguese forces, desperate to hold control, clashed with local Bahrainis who rebelled against foreign rule. The uprising ended in bloodshed, with hundreds of lives lost and much of the city's infrastructure left in ruins. Though Persia would later take control, that revolt marked Manama's first taste of the struggle between local identity and foreign domination, a struggle that would echo for centuries. In the late 18th century, Manama was thriving as a pearling hub, its economy booming from the Gulf's shimmering oyster beds. But in 1783, as rival clans battled for control of Bahrain, Manama was caught in a devastating siege during the Al Khalifa dynasty's rise to power. Entire neighborhoods were destroyed, trade came to a standstill, and countless merchants and laborers lost everything in the chaos. The city's recovery was slow, but that shift in power laid the groundwork for Bahrain's ruling family, whose descendants govern the nation to this day. The 20th century brought both prosperity and another chapter of suffering. The discovery of oil in the 1930s transformed Manama overnight, but with rapid growth came harsh labor disputes and political unrest. One of the darkest moments came in 1954 and 1956, when nationalist uprisings and strikes over British influence and poor working conditions erupted into violence. Riots spread through Manama's streets, leading to deaths, injuries, and widespread arrests. The turmoil forced reforms, but also hardened tensions between the government, foreign powers, and ordinary Bahrainis, a tension that still lingers in the city's collective memory. More recently, in 2011, Manama became the center of another defining tragedy during the Arab Spring. Protests demanding political reform filled the streets, centered in the now famous Pearl Roundabout. The demonstrations were met with a forceful crackdown, resulting in deaths, injuries, and a deep scar on the city's social fabric. While the physical space was reshaped, the Pearl Monument itself demolished, the legacy of those events remains a critical chapter in understanding how Manama balances progress with the voices of its people. From rebellion to sieges, riots to revolutions, Manama's story is one written in perseverance. Each tragic chapter carved a deeper sense of identity for the city, pushing it from a small Gulf settlement to a thriving, globally connected capital. Yet these events are not just distant memories. They continue to shape the way Manama moves forward, influencing everything from its politics to its culture, and drawing travelers to uncover the layers of a city that has never surrendered to its hardships. Manama is home to a diverse population, where native Bahrainis live alongside large communities of expatriates from countries such as India, Pakistan, the Philippines, and Western nations. The majority of native Bahrainis are Muslim, with Islam serving as the foundation of much of daily life, culture, and customs. Sunni and Shia Muslims both play central roles in the city's traditions, with Islamic practices shaping public holidays, social gatherings, and even the rhythm of the work week. Modesty in dress is expected, particularly in public spaces, where women often wear abayas or conservative clothing, and men dress in long-sleeve shirts or traditional attire. While visitors and non-Muslims are not bound by the same strict expectations, showing respect through modest dress is encouraged, especially when near mosques or government buildings. The economy of Manama is driven by sectors such as finance, oil and gas, tourism, and trade, making it one of the wealthiest cities in the Gulf region. The financial district is considered the hub for banking and international commerce, attracting workers from around the world. On average, the typical worker in Manama earns about 4 Bahraini dinars per hour, which is roughly equivalent to $10.60. However, salaries vary greatly, with skilled professionals in finance and energy sectors earning significantly more, while workers in service roles often earn closer to 2 Bahraini dinars per hour, or around $5.30. This wage gap reflects the city's dependence on both high-level corporate roles and a large foreign workforce in construction, hospitality, and retail. Getting around Manama is relatively straightforward, as the city's infrastructure is modern and well-connected. Public buses link major neighborhoods and commercial areas, while taxis and ride-hailing services like Uber and Careem are widely used. Many residents also rely on private vehicles due to the city's road network and affordable fuel prices, while bicycles and walking are less common due to the hot climate for much of the year. The King Fahd Causeway also connects Manama to Saudi Arabia, making it a key transit point for both commuters and tourists traveling between the two countries. For those exploring the flavors of Bahrain, Manama's culinary offerings reflect its rich mix of cultures and Gulf traditions. Makbous, a spiced rice dish often prepared with lamb, chicken, or seafood, is considered the national favorite and is a staple at family gatherings and celebrations. Another must-try is muhammar, a sweet rice dish flavored with dates and sugar, typically served alongside grilled fish, offering a combination of sweet and savory that highlights the region's tastes. For a lighter snack, sambusa, a deep-fried pastry filled with spiced meat, vegetables, or cheese, is widely enjoyed, especially during Ramadan and festive occasions. These dishes not only reflect the region's traditions, but also its history as a hub for trade, where spices and culinary influences from India, Persia, and Arabia all blend into local cuisine. Manama is governed as the capital city under the oversight of the Kingdom of Bahrain, ruled by King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, with a government headed by the Prime Minister. The city itself falls under the broader municipal governance structure of the capital governorate, where local matters such as infrastructure, development, and services are managed, but ultimate authority rests with Bahrain's central government. This balance allows Manama to function as the nation's administrative, economic, and cultural center while remaining closely tied to the royal leadership. Arabic is the official language spoken throughout Manama, though English is widely used in business, government, and by the city's large expatriate population. Hindi, Urdu, and Tagalog are also commonly heard in everyday interactions, reflecting the city's multicultural workforce and international connections. The weather in Manama is characterized by a subtropical desert climate, with intensely hot summers where temperatures can soar above 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and mild winters averaging around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius or 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Rainfall is rare, falling mainly between November and February, leaving most of the year dry and sunny. Manama has plenty of intriguing facts that surprise even seasoned travelers. One of the most fascinating is that Bahrain, despite being a desert island nation, was historically famous for its freshwater springs, which once bubbled up from the sea and supplied drinking water for passing sailors. Another curious fact is that Manama has been ranked among the most liberal cities in the Gulf region, with a vibrant arts and nightlife scene that sets it apart from many neighboring capitals. A third fact that draws international attention is the Bahrain Grand Prix, which puts Manama on the global map each year as Formula One fans flood the city to witness the desert race. For those visiting, some attractions are essential. The Bahrain National Museum offers a look into the island's ancient Dilmun civilization, one of the world's oldest trading cultures. Bab al-Bahrain, the historic gateway to the city's souk, is a must-visit for those seeking traditional crafts, spices, and gold. Al-Fateh Grand Mosque, one of the largest in the world, is another highlight, offering a deeper understanding of the country's Islamic traditions and architecture. For a taste of modern entertainment, the Bahrain International Circuit, home of the Grand Prix, gives visitors the thrill of world-class racing in the desert. Among Manama's many stories, locals often recall the transformation of the city during the oil boom of the 1930s, when families who had once relied on pearling and fishing found themselves working in refineries and businesses, reshaping their livelihoods almost overnight. Another story often shared is how the Pearl Roundabout, long seen as a symbol of Bahrain's unity and prosperity, became a focal point for protests in 2011, leaving a mark on the city's history and identity. Manama is also a city of myths and legends. One enduring tale is of the sea-dwelling spirits known as Bariya, said to protect or curse sailors depending on their offerings, a reminder of Bahrain's deep connection to the sea. Another myth tells of the Tree of Life, a lone 400-year-old tree in the desert believed by some to have magical properties because it thrives despite no apparent water source nearby. In the world of entertainment, Michael Jackson did indeed perform in Bahrain and even spent time living there after his 2005 trial. using the island as a place of retreat and reflection. His presence left a unique cultural memory, adding to the city's reputation as a destination for international celebrities seeking privacy and luxury. Manama is more than just a capital. It's a city layered with history, culture, legends, and modern vibrance, offering a rare glimpse into the past and future of the Gulf. If you're ready to uncover more cities like this, where every corner tells a story of resilience and wonder, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more amazing travel stories that will inspire your next adventure.